The CH.I.L.D. Foundation was founded in 1995 by Grace McCarthy, Mary Parsons, and Lindsay Gordon. CH.I.L.D. is an acronym for Children with Intestinal and Liver Disorders, including Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and liver disorders such as biliary atresia. The umbrella term for these diseases is IBD, which stands for inflammatory bowel disease. It's a debilitating illness, and children suffering from IBD face a lifetime of pain and medical treatment. They often spend hours every day in the bathroom, which makes a normal childhood impossible. Simple activities such as school, eating, and playing can be major problems, and there is no reprieve. These children will suffer the rest of their lives until we find a cure.
Victoria was diagnosed with Crohn's last June. She couldn't walk from the car to the hospital, but we had to carry her.
I got really sick at 18. Had surgery on the small intestine. That was the first of 7.
I have biliary atresia, which is a rare, lifelong, and potentially fatal childhood liver disease.
I was on TPN at that point. No food, no eating.
Well, I became involved when we were right here on this site of the Children's Hospital when my grandchild was in the hospital and we learned that she had Crohn's disease. We also learned that there was no one in this province who was doing meaningful research.
But that was about to change.
Well, the goals for the CH.I.L.D. Foundation, and the only goal we have, is to find a cure. That's our goal, our sole reason for being.
A year later, I went back in for the second emergency surgery. More small intestine removed, large intestine removed, and it didn't go well. So I was back in for surgery 3 weeks after that, another emergency surgery.
They told us later, I guess because they didn't want to worry us at the time, that she'd set a record for lowest body mass they'd seen. She was down to 54 pounds.
To find a cure would require extensive research. In 2003, the CH.I.L.D. Foundation initiated the building of the first research lab for inflammatory bowel disease in BC at Children's Hospital in Vancouver.
So within 8 months, it went from administrative space to a functioning lab where I had people in here working on finding a cure for IBD. So we've been able now to have about at least 20 to 25 people on site studying IBD. And this was all from the commitment of the CH.I.L.D. Foundation.
After building the IBD lab in Vancouver, the CH.I.L.D. Foundation began to rethink research, which mainly was being done by separate groups in isolation.
The siloed approach has got us a certain distance, and the mutual collaboration will bring us to the next step in advancing knowledge in the field. Mutual
collaboration, collectively working for a cure. In partnership with the Canadian Institutes of Health Research, the CH.I.L.D. Foundation formed the Canadian Children Inflammatory Bowel Disease Network.
One of the best things that has happened to us in terms of the network has been the access to the incredible clinicians and scientists who are part of the network.
This has been a first opportunity in Canada that we've been able to work with our colleagues really from coast to coast, and it has been fantastic.
It means that the patients will have access to the best minds in the country for care, for improving new methods of treatment, for evaluating them effectively.
When we talk about networks today, biological network, social network, medical network for the cure, I mean, that was a concept that only 20 years ago wasn't even in the minds of anybody. So just to have the acceptance of the network philosophy is a major progress, major.
Teamwork. It's all about teamwork. The Canadian Forces Snowbirds know all about teamwork. The Snowbirds are ambassadors for the CH.I.L.D. Foundation and meet the kids every year to cheer them on.
You're going to see the show? Could be trouble. Did you go inside the airplane?
Yeah, we're really excited to be here. We come here every year, have just all over BC, and have a little meet and greet with the children, and it's always one of the highlights to come here and have everybody.
It was a really fun day. It was really nice to get to see the planes, get to go in them too. That was really cool.
The CH.I.L.D. Foundation is the only Canadian charity officially supported by the Snowbirds.
CH.I.L.D. Foundation has been a big supporter of our family, of everything that we do.
Kyle's brother, PGA Tour pro Adam Hadwin, hosts the annual Golf for CH.I.L.D. tournament fundraiser. It's a great day of golf and fun, and all proceeds go to the CH.I.L.D. Foundation.
We were able to raise $75,000 tonight. Congratulations, you all. I think we have some pictures, I guess.
The money is going to the researchers, and the researchers are going to eventually find a cure for this.
The technology, the expertise, and the patient involvement is all coming together. Now's the time to get involved and help us push it forward.
The people involved with this are committed. You know, we're at the front line. We see the kids suffering. You know, we live that. So, you know, we believe in what we're doing.
And frankly, I've never met a charity that's so committed to helping people with IBD.
The CH.I.L.D. Foundation represents hope for thousands of children and their families. They're counting on us to make a difference, and we're counting on you to help. Help us now. Donate now. Together, we will find a cure.